Hi there, my name is Martin Stone from Switch On Health, and in this video we're going to be learning all about nPod and what it is and how you can make the most of it while you're studying your course with Switch On Health. Now, if you're not sure what nPod is, you're about to find out, but I will just say for now, it is a hugely useful tool to you as both when you're studying, but also definitely as a practitioner. And this is whether you are a naturopath, a nutritionist, a herbalist, and even a homeopath. nPod is a very, very useful tool for you to be able to use. The good news is that when you're studying with Switch On Health, you actually get access to nPod for free to help you with your studies. And not only that, but when you graduate from one of our courses, you also get 1 year's free subscription to nPod, granted at the discretion of nPod. So it really is a fantastic tool. We're very happy to be able to bring this tool to you and make it available. Now, I've got with me here today Jill Rogers, who is the founder and owner and now managing director of nPod. Jill's very kindly agreed to join us and give us a tour. So before we launch into the tour, Jill, would you just like to tell us what is nPod? How did it come into existence?
Okay. Thanks, Martin. Well, I'm a naturopath, and nPod came into existence in 2007 because when we were practicing beyond 2007, there was just not an adequate way or an efficient way of finding products available for specific conditions. We had to plow through probably about 40 different hard copy manuals. So you can imagine it was very hard to compare products, let alone find exactly what you want. So I got the idea that we could put it all on the internet and then have a search, compare function, and it would be much easier for all of us. So that was how it was founded.
Yeah, it's a fantastic idea, Jill. And like you know, I graduated, I'm not sure when you graduated, but for me it was about 20 years ago. And yeah, if we wanted to compare products, we had to flip through different manuals, hard copy, paperback books from all the different suppliers, which, yeah, so it's fantastic you came up with this idea to put it all online. I'll also just add, for anyone that's really new to this, I was telling somebody this the other day, you know, when they walk into a supermarket, they might see, you know, Blackmores and Nature's Own and Sanovis and all these different brands. And of course, what nPod does is it's basically, I guess, product comparison, but it's not retail brands, it's practitioner only.
It is practitioner only, yes. It was designed for use by students and practitioners in our profession. So we felt that they didn't want to plow through comparisons with retail products. So we've just kept it with practitioner only products. Having said that, there are, I think, 2 brands or 3 brands that are retail, but only at the request of a couple of colleges that are with us that quite like these retail products, and they're just very small brands that they're inclined to use. So we're basically practitioner only. Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, great. Well, look, I can't wait to see it. So show us how nPod works.
Sure. Okay. Well, as I mentioned, we list prescribing information for all the different practitioner products out there. We list them under A to Z products along the top banner here, or within the prescribing guide, or within minerals or nutritional and systemic. So the prescribing guide was really lists products that are designed for specific conditions. And we've listed these within the body systems. And then we further refined them. So let's just go to digestive and detox. And you'll see that you've got further subcategories here. And we've also got a filter along the side here on all of the product pages. So if we go to, say, food allergies and IBS, and we just want to find Australian products, nPod is used in both Australia and New Zealand, then we've got a list of all the products that are available for irritable bowel and IBS. So if we just click on the name of a product, we can quickly see the details. So here we have the ingredients, the contents. This is the contents which we can add in the cumulative total over here later. I'll show you how that works. The actions, scroll further down, you've got the evidence, dosage, storage, contraindication, cautions, and then we have the links to the distributors on the left. This is a link to the health company's website and the recommended retail price. We felt it would be appropriate to have the retail price because you're actually using this site within your practice, and that's the price that you want to be able to give to your patient. And also, if they happen to see the screen, they're only seeing the retail price. Now I'll show you how to use the comparison function. We can just, I'll randomly click on 3 or 4 different products. You can compare up to 5 at once. Any more, it actually ends up being too squashed on the screen. So just let's have a look at this. So here we've got 4 different products within this category that we can compare. If you click on the name, you can quickly see the product information in full again, or you can just briefly read the description. Here is the dosage and the contents, and then down the bottom you've got the price. So we felt that these were the 3 categories you needed to view to compare a product. And if you decide you're not interested in one of these products, you can just press remove, and so remove a couple, and then you can go back. You have to press back a couple of times to get back, and then you can add another one to the comparison list and compare it. So that's quite handy to be able to compare products from different sections of the site. Over here, I'll just show you through the categories list. You'll see that we've listed children and infants separately. You'll find that it's, when you're practicing, it's very hard to find products for children and infants. So it's rather good that they're listed separately and they've got their own body systems. So that applies to both the children and the infants. We've also listed TCM products separately for those of you that just want to prescribe TCM products. And they're also listed in the prescribing guide. So if there's a TCM product for a respiratory infection, for example, it would also be in the prescribing guide under respiratory infections. Likewise with the homeopathic brands, for those of you who are homeopaths or studying homeopathic medicine, if you just want to view the homeopathic brands, then they are listed here. Or once again, you'll find them within the prescribing guide for the specific ailment that they're designed. We've listed extemporaneous products separately in alphabetical listing, so you can quickly find what's available. Liquid herbs likewise. We've got an A to Z of liquid herbs, or if you want to use a specific brand, you can just click on this brand. And even though nPod was really designed for more complex medicines, we find that, well, myself, as having graduated over 30 years ago, I find it's kind of handy to look up the liquid herbs and view the dosage again, because over the years that has changed, so have some of the contraindications and cautions. So it's kind of handy having the liquid herbs on nPod as well when you're prescribing. Minerals, celluloids and tissues salts, we've listed these separately. We felt that when practitioners or students were looking for calciums, they'd want to see all the calciums together, and then be able to compare them quite easily and find out which one's the most appropriate for what they're looking for. Likewise with nutritional and systemic. Generally, these products are not found within the prescribing guide because they're not for a specific ailment. You can use amino acids for many different things, and the same with antioxidants and coenzyme Q10, etc. So we've listed them here so you can quickly find and compare what's available to you. Test and diagnostic tools, there's lots of them, and we've listed these in further refined categories for ease of diagnosis. probiotics and prebiotics. Now there's lots of these, as you can imagine. It's very popular within our profession. And we've got further subcategories here. You can scroll down here through the full list, or you can actually look in a specific subcategory for what you're looking for. And some of these products, of course, are listed in more than one category because it's appropriate that they are. And then we've got topical skincare. There's not a lot of products in topical skin, but there's one or two there. Now the search feature, which is kind of handy, we've designed this so that you can search for all categories, or you can search in specific categories here, and you can search for only Australian products, or you can just search the whole site. So just let's type in, say, boron, and this facility allows you to search for two things at once. So we'll say type in zinc. It's a nice short one. In the next, and press search. And then you'll find there are 38 products throughout the whole site that have boron and zinc. And then if you think, well, I also want a product that's got magnesium, you can remove the zinc and type in magnesium, whoops, and press, I mucked that up, and press search within search results. And yes, I'll have to do that again. So I'll type in zinc and we get a total of 36, and then we type in magnesium and we say search within search results, and you've got 34 that have got boron, zinc, and magnesium. So you can keep refining it down as much as you want. But of course, if you're really looking for products with minerals, it's probably easier to find them here. But if you're wanting a specific product with specific contents, then the search function is ideal. We don't recommend the search function for looking for a specific illness, because, for example, if you typed in metabolic syndrome, which I will do, you'll find you get how many products? 14 products. Whereas if you went to the prescribing guide and went to the endocrine system and looked at glucose metabolism, you've got a lot more products. And the reason is the search feature will only pick up the actual description that the health companies have included in their product. So some health companies will refer to it as metabolic syndrome, others as insulin resistance. And they're really talking about the same condition. So you're not getting the full range of products available for that condition. So it's preferable not to use the search function for illnesses for that reason. I mean, you can try it if you want, but you'll find it much easier using the prescribing guide. Yes, now I'll show you the A to Z products. I've shown you the filter system here where you can filter out whatever you'd like once you're in the categories box. In the A to Z products, we have listed all of the products alphabetically within their brand name, so you can quickly find whatever brand you're looking for, and you can find the specific product if you know what you're looking for. Now the I beside each product will give you a quick view of the contents of the product. So if you're just looking to say, well, does this product have X, Y, or Z in it? You can quickly have a look at it before you open up the product and see the full contents. The C will add it to the comparison list, and the P will add it to the prescribed list, which I'll show you how that works in a moment. So I'm just going to show you the cumulative addition function, and we're going to look at say selenium, because selenium is a product that you need to be careful prescribing so that you don't overdose. And I know it's in, I've just got to check these, Armourforce Daily. So we'll click the compare function there, and it's also in the antiox. Just need to find that one. So we'll click the compare function there. And it's also in cardio nutrients, which is there. So we'll complete. Here we are. So I'm just going to view those 3 products. Now I know, for example, the 3 of these have selenium. So we scroll down to the contents, which can be added to the cumulative total. And this is where we've got the little green plus beside it. And we just need to tick the plus beside the selenium, and it will be added across to the right. And there's another selenium there, which we'll add. And this is selenium here. Now, there is the result of adding the 3 of those, the selenium content in the 3 of those products. So you can use this if you want to check how much selenium there is in 3 products, for example, that you might be going to prescribe to one patient. And of course, you don't want to overdose. So that's quite handy to use that function. Now I'll just remove these so we can check something else in the site. Now the prescribed button over here, this is kind of handy if you're wanting to look at several products, if maybe half a dozen products you want to narrow down and decide which products you're going to prescribe for a particular ailment. You can add them to this area, and as long as you don't delete them, they will stay there until you clear the list. So next time you open up your computer, they will still be there for you to look at, which is very handy. So let's just go to A to Z and we'll add some products to this list so you've got an idea of how it works. So we'll just randomly click on a few different products to add. So we're clicking the P. Okay, and click to continue, and we'll just go to the prescribed page. And there we have these products added. So at any time you can open them up and view them. Or if they're products that you say want to give to a patient, you can print them out on this sheet. Probably wouldn't be giving them 6 products, but let's just assume you're giving them 3. And you could add some notes here. Telephone me in 2 weeks. And you've got an option here, do not include notes on print and view, or include notes. Save notes, and then you can press print. And there you've got a sheet you can print out for your patient with the supplements here, and you can just fill out the dosage on the line below them. And there's the additional notes, telephone me in 2 weeks. So you can either print it out for yourself, or you can just print it out for your patients. So it's quite handy having this, this feature on nPod, especially that you can put your notes in there too, or you can even put your notes in there for yourself. Review this for X, Y, and Z next week. Review these products. So that's how the prescribed button works. Now, along the top banner, there's the A to Z products, as I've mentioned earlier. We've had a quick look at. And to just find a specific product, you click on the letter of the alphabet, and as I mentioned, they're all under the brand names for quick viewing. These are the brands that we have listed on nPod. As you can see, there's quite a lot, and we're pretty comprehensive within Australia. We've got a list here of upcoming webinars in chronological order and podcasts. Now, when you're qualified, you'll want to get CPE points. Your association will require that you earn so many a year, depending on which association you're with. So you get CPE points for belonging to nPod, but you can also get additional CPE points for viewing podcasts on our site. So we've got over 200 podcasts in this area here. You can just click on any one of them and view them. And then you can print yourself a confirmation of that podcast viewing for your association. We've listed down here which is what each association requires, and you can just print this form out and fill it out as required and post it off or retain it as is necessary. Education, there's some interesting links here to different debates and podcasts if you'd like to look at that at any stage. Likewise with probiotic research, we've got some of Jason Horowitz, who's done a PhD on probiotics. And on resources, we've got links to practitioner-only products. Retail products, not practitioner-only, because you'll find when you're practicing that patients come in on over-the-counter products, and quite often they don't even know the name of the product or the brand, but they can tell you it's a pink bottle with red writing or something crazy. And if you can work out which brand they're talking about, then you can quickly look it up. And then they'll be very excited when they see you've got the right bottle and you can find out what's in it. So we just thought it was kind of handy to have those retail links there. Now, the how-to page is quite handy too, because you may forget how to do something, or you're wondering if nPod can do it for you. And this is just a reminder of the different functions and features of nPod. The More button, we've got a note about us, books with some links, colleges and associations. These are the colleges that are with us, Switch On Health in Queensland, and a reminder of the CPE points that are offered from different associations, and also a reminder that you receive a year's free access to nPod once you graduate. There's a contact page here if you need to contact us, and these are a list of the distributors. And purchasing products is actually a Google map to practitioners who are listed with nPod. So once you individually sign up with nPod, you have the choice of being included in the Find a Practitioner or not. And public looking for to purchase some of these products will be able to go to this link and find you. So that is really how nPod works. So I hope that's helpful.
Wow. That is hugely helpful, Jill. Thank you. Look, I can see how nPod has evolved over the years from where it started out, and you've added more features, which is just fantastic. So just so we know that I have actually been paying attention here, I'm going to see if I can summarize all the things that nPod offers. So you're a practitioner or a student, and you want to know, okay, I've got somebody with IBS, for example, or asthma. What can I do? You can go to the prescribing guide and you can look in that particular body system and find products that are related to asthma or IBS or whatever your condition is. Is that right?
Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
Excellent.
IBS. Yeah.
And then when we look at the products, we can also see where we can actually buy the products, because you've got the distributors listed. If we want to, we can go straight to the website of the company that makes that product, so we can get more information from their site. And of course, we've also got the recommended retail price, so we know, is it really expensive or is it reasonable, and so on. And if our client is sitting right next to us having a look at our screen as well, they're also going to see the retail price, which is very handy. We can also, if we find, let's say, 3 different products for IBS, we can compare them and we can see which one we like the most. We can have a look at products for children and also products for infants, which is very handy because we're not just prescribing for adults who take big tablets maybe, but also products for kids, might be more flavored powders and so on, which are more handy. We can search for TCM products. We can search for homeopathic products. We can do A to Z liquid herbs if we're a herbalist or a naturopath. We can also look at the companies that make particular liquid herbs. So we might decide we just want to look at MediHerb, for example. We can see all the liquid herbs they make. We can search for particular ingredients. So if we're thinking I want to give somebody B12, we can do a search for that. Again, we can compare and so on. We can search for tests and diagnostics, probiotics, topical products, What else have we got? There's a lot.
Yes,
A to Z.
that sums it all up.
A to Z. We can compare products. We said that. There's like the eye for a little bit of quick information on a product. And of course, if we're looking at, let's say, B12 or selenium or whatever it might be, we can do a cumulative total. So if we're giving somebody 2 or 3 products, we can just check, are we doubling up? Or maybe this is what I was thinking, if one particular product, both products are a little bit low in an ingredient, when you're combining them, you might actually be getting a higher dose, which is kind of like an added bonus. This is a bit I really like, the prescribed bit, where we can put in products we've prescribed and add our notes, take 20 minutes before meals or with food or whatever it might be, and print that off and give it to our client or email it to them. I think this is an amazing feature. Keep it in their file, with your own notes. I love that feature, Jill. I think it's awesome. Good. Brands, if somebody's got a particular loyalty or affinity with using a particular brand and they think, I only want to use, products from this particular company, we can check all of their products. There's events, both upcoming events that we might want to attend and also historical events, recordings of events that have occurred in the past, podcasts, a plethora of podcasts, and wow, what an easy way to get all of your CPE points up, by A, being a member of nPod, and then B, just, going through all of the previous events and podcasts that are available and learning more all the time. I think that's fantastic. We can print out our CPE certificate. There's more resources for retail products. There's a how-to in case we haven't watched all this video or we need a refresher. There's books, etc. And as a practitioner, you could even get yourself listed on nPod. So if somebody's traveling from a different part of the country and they're like, I've run out of this product, or I forgot to pack it in my bag, who sells it? Where can I get it from? They could look you up on nPod and know that you can maybe stock it for them. So is that everything?
Yes, I think it is. So and if at any time any of your students want to be shown through the site or have any queries, they're welcome to contact us. We'd be very happy to show them through the site. Interpersonally, like a personal tour.
That's very, very generous of you, Jill. I'm so appreciative of the service that you've set up and of course the service that you continue to provide. So of course, a juicy bit, if you're watching this, you're a Switch On Health client. If you don't have your nPod login details, just contact the college. We will give them to you, of course, and that's all part of our service. So any closing remarks, Jill?
No, just not to forget that to contact us once you graduate, and we will give you a year's free access to nPod. You'll find it invaluable in a clinic situation because you can quickly compare products while your patient's sitting there. And I've always found they never mind you doing that. They're very happy that you're taking that time to look for the best product for them rather than just give them whatever you've got or whatever you first got. Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, awesome. Well, we'll wrap it up there, Jill. Look, I think it's an amazing tool you've created for practitioners and for students. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Bye.
Learn more with Switch On Health.